Huh. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OTX Nights. We have a very happy hour Monday Night Raw post show coming up. In the news this week, JD seemed to have ruffled the feathers of the AEW sickos. Trying to take food off the mantle, man. They're hurting you, man. Charmin Saw doesn't eat. Mercedes Moné supposedly takes JD from New York off of how. Who is talk about pro wrestling, and everybody seems to have their fucking dick heard. Just have was a bit. He's currently unemployed. And up yesterday, don't mean shit.
goodness. But nice, beautiful, early afternoon Monday Night Raw, man. I'll tell you what, man, I could get used to this shit. I could get used to this. Monday Night Tonight from Brussels. It looks like a bunch of geniuses by having John Cena's return happen overseas, man. What a monstrous reaction. To John Cena. And his first appearance since the Elimination Chamber. A new heel John Cena that has WWE Universe as if he was in a relationship for 20. Done. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, man. What's going on there? I don't know. Braun Breaker and Penta for the Intercontinental title is dipping into his bag of tricks with Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and let me tell you something, man. We don't have Jay and the Sickos. We're going to the venue with happy hour, man. Food is hot, drinks are cold on this Monday afternoon. And when I get there, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. Triple H, running WWE better than Vince McMahon. Booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show. March 17th, 2025. I am your host, JD. Inside my mother's basement. Thank you so very much for joining me on this Monday afternoon, wherever you may be. And oh my goodness. We got my guy best in the world, man. My God, man. Best in the world, Matt, with a $100 super chat. Lots of things happening around these parts here recently. But at the end of the day, we are the best of the best of the best. And fuck the rest. Keep hating bitches. OTS for life. OTS family, thank you so very much. My God, best in the world, Matt. Oh my God. Goodness. Somebody notified Joey Janela, man. We just made more money in 30 seconds. Thank you guys very much, man. It's great to be back here. great to be back live. And it's great to be in front of you after what was a complete bullshit weekend. And I appreciate the love and support, man. I have some good people in my corner. I got the best you see. Fuck everybody. Whatever the fuck I want. And if the shows are bad, we're going to give a bad review. If the shows are good, we're going to give a good review. And that's all it's ever. Can't handle the fucking criticism. I'm sorry, man. Grow the fuck up. Get the fuck out and go find something else to worry about. I'm not concerned about anybody who is anything more than just that. Everybody is as soft as a fucking roll of toilet paper, man. You're all fucking disgusting. The community is a fucking absolute toxic cesspool. And they did more harm than anything this weekend. I was in innocent bystander. Man, I didn't do a fucking thing. I didn't say a fucking thing. Narratives being thrown around, bullshit being thrown around, misinformation and lies being thrown around, as if everybody was sitting next to me. On Saturday night, man. As if everybody knows the fucking story. Nobody knows the fucking thing yet. Everybody acted like they knew exactly what had happened. If you didn't hear it from me, it didn't fucking happen. You know what's going on. Oh, JD doesn't deserve the platform that he's on. Oh my. JD has ever said. Consequences, JD. What actions? What actions am I being held accountable for? JD has division. JD Britt Baker. JD is such nasty racist things to Mercedes money. I'd love for you to dig up these fucking statements. I'd love for you to dig up these tweets or clips. I'm sorry, folks. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. These clips don't exist. Everybody claims that I've said nasty things about Mercedes Moné, which led to my removal from her match on Saturday. I don't even know what the fuck happened. How the fuck do you know what happened? I'm sorry, folks. I mean, this is what pisses me off, and this is what frustrates me even more. You know, for the last 10 years, I've done nothing but fucking glaze that woman's wrestling.
Food, man.
Seriously. For 10 years fucking time. That's she's the best women's professional wrestler in the world. I've got more for that than I care to really admit to you guys. But I've said it. You know I've said it time and time again. How many times have I said that Sasha Banks and Bayley is the most influential wrestling history? Yet nobody wants to dig up those things and say those positive things about it because it didn't fit a narrative this weekend. Everybody knows that. Never said a fucking negative thing about Mercedes Moné. But apparently I am not deserving to the sicko and to the Moné crew. I'm not deserving to call a Mercedes Moné match because I don't agree with the creative direction that is currently undergoing on Dynamite and AEW Collision, as if I'm the only one saying these despicable, horrible things. How about Mercedes? What is there to actually like? Pardon me. What's up? At a fucking pay-per-view, man. Gee. I mean, you go around and ask anybody if they want better for any part of their fucking life, you probably get the answer yes. All I'm asking for is better, creative, direct, shit. That fucking and I'm using that word because I use it when I'm very angry. Go cancel me, bitch, and say whatever the fuck I want. The AEW fan base are nothing more than a bunch of fucking retards. Who can't think for themselves and can't understand that another man in his delivery and what he said stands on his own and does what the fuck he wants and says what he wants. I'm sorry that you are not able and you are not capable success. You know how I got to where I got? Because I worked my fucking ass off on it. Relationships ruined. Relationships tarnished. Sleepless nights. I can't even begin to tell you what I sacrificed to be a fucking creator in this space. Everybody thinks it's fucking easy. I spent on production on this fucking show. I mean, it's more than Joey Janela's yearly fucking salary. So spare me the bullshit that JD doesn't deserve anything that he's got. Why? Because you want my spot on commentary. House of Glory. Why? Because you want my audience Why? Because you want the fucking numbers that we pull it every single fucking night. That's why. I've never seen so many fucking people claim that I don't deserve what I had. In my entire life. The only people that are these things.
What do you want to do?
That want what I have. It's unbelievable how many people feel like they have the power to ruin somebody else's reputation. And someone else's livelihood. Nobody gave you that fucking power. Nobody. And you're certainly not taking it from me. You're not taking it from me. Go take it from somebody else. All these people want to do is tear someone else who's infinitely more successful down. Oh, JD, go get a real job. Oh, JD sucks. JD sucks on commentary. Bitch, if I sucked on commentary, I been off the fucking air in the first 6 months. Bitch, if I suck at what I do, I would not be here. People on a Monday afternoon, which is much larger on a Monday night at our normal time. I've already blown numbers away from last month of March yet. So please explain to me how my downfall is coming, or I am not deserving of what I've achieved for myself. I work my fucking ass off. Work my ass off. JD doesn't belong in the wrestling business. Who the fuck are you to tell me where I belong and don't belong? I belong wherever my fucking work. Prove it. One of the narratives that I see floating around out there is, oh, I don't blame AEW for pulling JD off of commentary. I wouldn't want him. And his content. Calling their matches. I was born and raised, or when you found out I started doing commentary, but according to everybody, it's almost as if they realized I started doing commentary yesterday. I've been doing commentary for 7 fucking years. 7 years. I've called matches for Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, Ricochet. I've called matches for the Bucks. Called matches for Private Party. And I will continue to call matches for AEW talent that are there, because you want to know why? Because I am the most professional I have ever been when I sit in that fucking chair. What happens here does not happen when I'm live on Triller TV. And it will never happen. And everybody knows that. Everybody wants to vilify me as something that I'm not. Bitch, stop talking shit online and come directly to me. You know where I am every fucking show, and say it to my fucking face. It was a complete shit show. This weekend was a fucking shit show. You don't even realize what you did. I said nothing. I said nothing. And everybody ran with their own fucking nothing. Yet you all ran with the narrative, and you all got me trending on spot. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows exactly what went down. Nobody knows what was said. And you got the whole fucking brand. And then you got people like Ricochet out there. If you didn't hate your fan base would still be around. If you didn't hate your fan base, then the empty gymnasiums that you're operating out of would be full-fledged arenas. You lost 60% of your audience. Where the fuck did they go? They went goodbye because you don't listen to your fucking audience. Now that audience is watching something else infinitely more entertaining and doesn't insult their intelligence. Instead, you've given up all of your credibility to Glaze, a multi-billionaire who wants nothing but to appease himself Meanwhile, you're nothing more than a fucking puppet. Gee, man, I can't wait for you to win that internet. Proving once and again that you're a fucking loser. Ridiculous. Nobody wants to hear the harsh criticisms that come out of my mouth. Nobody. Nobody. And that's exactly what they are. Criticisms from a fucking person who loves professional wrestling. Loves it. Gee, man, I could have gave up on the Braves after they lost Ronald Acuna last year. Again, I called out their fucking terrible play up until the doubleheader that they had to play with the Mets, which they won, where they both got into the playoffs, and then they ultimately lost. I could have gave up on the fucking team, but you know what? Oh, man, that JD from New York, man, he sucks. We got to go on social media and make an example out of him. No, they don't, because who was it that said it? CM Punk? Your favorite professional wrestler is the softest person that you know. Absolutely 100% a factual statement. I've never seen so many soft, just absolute pussy type of individuals who can't handle solid, caring up. I gave up 7 years in WWE, three ounces of credibility that he once had in 7 years. Now the only thing that we know of Ricochet is that he is not anywhere close to what he was. I can only sum it up to jealousy. I don't get it. I work with Jesse on Wednesdays. JD's around several times. He was over the house a couple of weeks ago for my 43rd birthday, making old fashions with me. His message boards. JD's a racist. JD's this. JD's that. I don't know why he works on the Tuesday night. Because Jason wants to be there. If Jason didn't want to be there, he would be there. If Jason didn't want to work with commentary with me at House of Glory, he wouldn't be there. Drag his name into what I do, and then you make me feel bad about everything that happens with what we do on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, look at the fucking numbers. Everything that you hear, everything that you see, everything that you read about me. This weekend was a sheer eye-opening experience. I never, and I've been in some accountable for the things that I needed to. Expecting an apology out of me for what? For what? I don't really understand what I'm apologizing for. The JD of 5 years ago would have went nuclear on everybody. You don't understand the fucking down. You think that what I've done to make myself a better creator, a better person, I still get shit on just as much as the old JD does. But this JD is more honest and upfront about everything get just as much hate, if not more, now than I did then. Nobody understands that I did this before AEW existed. I criticized a bad show. AEW is not immune to criticism. Mercedes is not immune to commentary. It's not the right way to go about it because I said bad things about a television show. It's not. Ricochet is not immune to criticism, and he's a fucking idiot because I've been praising him for the last 5 weeks. Wrestled the best match that he's had in years. Nobody gives a shit about the positive things. Know of me, I'm negative. Win. So when I can't win, shouldn't you be finding your way home from your fucking Wendy's 9 to 5? No, but you're here watching me because you care about what I have to say. In chaos that happened this weekend wouldn't have been. I told who I needed to tell in the moment that I said it. I said it. Me being pulled off of that match is not going to be a good look. And what happened? What happened? People think I spit. People think I slur shit. Just for the sake of whatever happened on Saturday. The entire night. And I had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Everything that I say here, people are riled up by. Why? Would you rather me be dishonest? You know, lo and behold, AEW is just absolutely created this environment on social media where you can't say anything. 5 fucking years. If there is anybody that has seen the ups, the peaks and the valleys, it is me. That has happened in the 5 years. I know what they did right. I know what they did wrong. I know what they continue to do wrong. I know that the show is not the same that it used to be. If you don't take what I say as valid criticism, I don't know who the fuck you're listening to. I didn't pick up AEW because, hey man, I need some content to shit on and make some money. Motherfucker, I don't need AEW to make money. I don't. Got my catalog of content. I want it to be good. I need it to be good. I don't want it to be bad. I've been here for 5 fucking years. There's one person, it's me, and just plain and simple. But nobody hears the criticisms. They I can't win. I don't know what happened this weekend. I don't know where everything went wrong. I'm not apologizing to anybody because I didn't do anything. The only thing that I did was back up what I am as a creator. I don't need to be attacked for no reason. If you attack me, I'm coming back to attack. That's the only thing that I did. I didn't attack anybody at the show. I didn't attack Mercedes. I didn't say anything negative about anybody that was responsible for what had happened on Saturday. I just took it like a fucking man, and I did my job because I love what I do, and I love the people that I work with. They want me to do something, I did it. So, and everybody wants to run with a narrative. Apparently, it's not there. You don't know anything. You won't know anything. And I'll see you guys at the next show. And I'm going to continue to do the job that I do every single month. The prep and the job that I put into that position JD doesn't deserve it. Who the fuck are you? I'm there because I've earned it. I've earned their trust. So give me a fucking break and step back and stop telling people what they do and don't deserve. You are not the end-all be-all. You do not serve judgment upon anybody else. You can sit there and dislike what I have to say, which is fine. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But if you want to come to the platform that I have, then you're just absolutely fucking mental. Because I do. I've been doing this for a very long time. And if you want it, go start your own fucking channel. And if you want what I have, and you want to be where I am, then do what I did and shut the fuck up and work your ass off to get where I am. That's all I have to say. I'm the best. I'm seeing it tonight. You're better at it than I am. Showing up overseas in a promo segment. Three weeks after the Elimination Chamber. I was very indifferent. I'm like, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure the audience is going to be great. I just didn't know what the body of the promo was going to be. Was it a situation taking Cena from the chamber 3 weeks after the chamber? Is it too long in between we hear from Cena after the heel turn? I think that it was too long, and obviously they had to work around Cena's schedule, and I believe he was already in Europe anyway, wrapping up whatever movie filming he needed. But we got what we got tonight, and everybody was looking forward to different. Than what we've come to know and love about John Cena. John Cena did not come out with new gear. John Cena came out with an explanation to go. John gave us a deep-rooted explanation about why he did what he did to Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. And I loved every minute. He did not go out there and do all the signature John Cena shit. He was stone-faced. Looked right into the camera and at the audience. And that's exactly what he needed to do. The explanation was very cut and dry, and it was very simple. He felt like the fans took advantage of him. And
Want to treat
over
you?
25 years, they did not appreciate
Yeah. How much of my corned
that
beef?
he brought to the table. They used him. They sucked him dry. They made money off of him. A meme that people still use today. In an abusive relationship for 25 years, and today he's officially ending that and breaking up with the WWE Universe. Cody Rhodes came out. John Cena that I wanted at WrestleMania, and this is certainly not the version of John Cena. The only thing that I had a problem with is that John Cena did not explain to us his desire to chase number 17. He did not explain to us what 17 meant. Next week, which is great. We got next week and then the week after that. I'm not really putting too much emphasis on what Johnson didn't say. I'm not going to do that. But there are layers to this that we cannot give away all in one sitting. So I'm not going to really go too hard on what he did not mention tonight. Because the most important thing is how it came to at the Elimination Chamber. How Cody to John Cena's next two appearances. That's all we can ask for. It made WWE look like a company of geniuses. By going out there and having seen his first appearance in Brussels, Belgium, with 9,000 people, with the monstrous reactions that he got tonight. I'm sure he would have gotten a great reaction here in the States. But it was going to be nowhere close to what they did tonight in Brussels. They really just laid it on, and they really gave the entire moment, the entire segment, the atmosphere that it needed. And I'm glad what they did tonight was exactly what they needed to do. So we'll talk about what he said. We'll go over the promo. And we'll go over where we go into next week's show in Scotland. Rhea Ripley. She signed a contract tonight in a segment that was a contract women threat match, which I think everybody is kind of fixated on right now. I think just feels forced. I find it funny that her signature move is called a natural selection. Nothing about Charlotte is natural as far as what she does in the ring. And the stories that she is involved in. Nothing feels natural at all. WWE seemingly taking a play out of the WrestleMania 20 main event between Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 20. They're taking that and applying it to this. That's why Rhea Ripley signed the contract, just like Shawn Michaels signed the contract back during WrestleMania 20, which ultimately made that a triple threat. So a lot of people were confused. Women here in Io, Bianca, and Rhea to take a page out of what he was a part of for the WrestleMania main event. I like that. I think that's great. What is old is new again. Is it creative? Listen, we haven't seen something like that done since then in this manner at WrestleMania. It's like 20 years ago. So if everybody saying, oh, it's not really creative, sure. But what is old is new again. I think it works in this context, especially with what's happening with Bianca and Io, and now. And then Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship match tonight with Finn Balor. Penta has made his intentions known. He's going after the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. He's got to get through Finn Balor tonight first, which I did. Braun Breaker losing the championship. But if we're going Braun Breaker and Penta at WrestleMania, that certainly is a direction. Oh. Penta is deserving of it. Penta is awesome. And Penta, he's won matches, which now makes him very deserving of challenging for the Intercontinental Championship. So we'll talk about that. Where does Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor fall into that? Are we looking at a multi-man match for WrestleMania? What happens with the New Day? And Rey Mysterio? Figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll give you my thoughts, critiques here on this Monday afternoon. Thank you guys very much. Almost 4,000 people in the chat. Thank you guys very much, man. Appreciate all your support. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee, man. I don't intend to be, nor do I want to be. I want to be me. As soon as my credibility and as soon as my integrity goes out the window, man, I'm not going to be doing this. At all. I can't have that happen. I can't. It is painful to see it got me more angry than anything. I don't understand anybody that come to one of my meet and greets, man. I guarantee you. Everybody that thinks these angry at me because I talk about pro wrestling. Meanwhile, if you come to a meet and greet, if you come to a House of Glory show, if you come to the bar and have a fucking old fashioned with me, man, I guarantee you every single one of these people is going to be others that you think you know me. You don't. Nobody does outside of a small pocket of people. It's fucking ridiculous. Follow me on social media. Thank you to all social media. At JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Some of these fucking geeks need to go meet a female and use some blue chew instead of fucking coming online and worrying about what I'm doing and what I'm out. Go check out all the other content content on the channel. There's plenty of it. Thumbs up. We got 1,200 likes already. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. I see you guys. I'm going to get to you guys and address you guys in a bit. And please, memberships open as well. If you guys want to become a member of the OTS community, hit that join button and make sure you guys join us. Inside the OTS venue, man. It's the place to be. The hottest podcast in the space. No matter what anybody wants to say, comment down below. Make sure you guys let me know what you thought of Monday Night Raw and the John Cena promo from tonight in Brussels. Let me get to a couple of these super chats, man, because I got to shout out my fine folk here in the venue. You guys are fucking awesome. Shout out to my guy Wednesday Adams. $100 super chat. If those haters don't leave you alone, JD, I'm going soft them out for good. You're going soft on them. Throw a box of Charmin at them. They need it for sure. Wednesday Adams also with another $100 super chat. I want AEW to get canceled. AEW should be banned. That show shouldn't be on my day. I wish my day was on. Wednesday Adams also says, I'm back. Best in the world, Matt, with a $100 super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate everybody getting those super chats. Another round of applause, man. You guys very much. Super chats will remain open. You guys want to get them on? We'll hang out at the end of the show, no doubt about it. Monday night, we started off surprisingly, but they wanted to open hot, and that's exactly what they did. They gave the fans in Brussels exactly what they came out for, and that is John Cena's explanation. Cena comes out, no new music, no new attire. No new presentation. He comes out as John Cena. He's got John Cena made Russell's merchandise. He's got a towel. He's got the wristbands. He's got the hat. He's got the shirt. Nothing's changed. I actually quite like the color of John Cena's gear as well. I like that color of maroon or that dark red color, that ruby red color.
Yeah.
It's nice. Shout out to Corey Graves as well. We love Corey Graves over on this side of things. I know a lot has been said about Corey Graves' removal from commentary.
Really
he wore his heart on his sleeve, and he put out a tweet that was eventually deleted. And he was
talking about
to
that
NXT because of Netflix. They want the Pat McAfee. I get it. It was a business move. And they relegated Corey Graves to NXT, which, I mean, it's not that bad of a move. It's in Florida. PC looks beautiful. You got a bunch of new talent. They got the TNA relationship. So, I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. But Corey Graves being back on Monday Night Raw tonight was a great thing, in my honest and genuine opinion. Now, I don't really mind Pat McAfee. Some people might find Pat McAfee to be annoying. I understand why you would feel that way. I don't really mind it. But do I prefer McAfee over Graves? Fuck no. I don't. When Corey Graves is there, Corey Graves makes the show complete. That's the way I genuinely feel. Corey Graves is the best at what he does in the role that he's in. As far as color commentators in the sport, he is the best. I don't care what anybody else says, tattoos, or he's a fucking this or that. I don't care. Your opinion is completely irrelevant. Voice. He is someone. It's not going to be on the level of the McAfee with the popularity that he holds. He doesn't have a fucking flagship podcast that is at the top of the podcast charts. He's not is someone young enough to sit next to Michael Cole and be in the know on every major case. He's up to date on all that shit. Corey Graves gets it. Plus, he's got a witty sense of humor that is much needed on the show, working next to Michael Cole. If you don't like Corey, fine. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you can like and what you can't like. That'd be maybe coming at me. But Corey Graves is the best at what he does. Simple. There's nobody else in that company that's sitting in that position that you could say is better than Corey Graves.
Right.
So he's on the show tonight. I don't know if it's going to be a every week thing now, as long as they're overseas. I hope that it is. When they get back to the States, I'm assuming Pat McAfee will resume his position. And then hopefully Corey Graves works his way back into the good graces of WWE. Clearly, things are on the mend. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. As soon as Pat McAfee goes and does college football again, you know who exactly is going to be on Monday night. There's nobody better for that role. Vic Joseph, Booker T, doing fraud, no. Hopefully Corey Graves is now in good standing with the company. There was an understanding in September up until January when he's finished with college football. Hopefully that's the case. I'm glad to see him back. John Cena. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. Chance of you sold out. You sold out. Monstrous reaction for John Cena. Came out to his usual entrance. Someone is properly grounded in life. They shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Man, that hit pretty close to home this weekend, especially with what I had to deal with on social media. I'm pretty grounded in life. Very, very grounded. This is approval. Tweeted this out earlier in the day on social media. So he took whatever he posted earlier this morning on social media and then applied it here in the first words. In his return promo. Dance and the booze. You see, for 25 years, I have been a victim of an abusive relationship. Fans booed and he to talk. He said fans have abused him and have been hurtful, and all they've ever done is bully him into being their damn puppet and expected him to do all of this with a smile on his face. Fans chanted, "Fuck you, Cena," some of which got through until Netflix started bleeping very late. I don't know why. We're on Netflix. I think at night, Cena said, "I'm not a babyface. I'm not a heel. I'm a human being. And each and every one of you have been awful to me." He says, "It's been the same noise for 25 years. He said fans let him know when he first arrived that himself so fans would like it enough." He said he worked hard and started to win and win and win. I won a lot, and you hated it. This is something that I always call. I grew up during the Hulk Hogan days. The era of Hulk Hogan, which he was invincible. Every pay-per-view, it ended with Real American. Every pay-per-view, I had to watch Hogan after every show, every WrestleMania, holding up the WWF Championship. Until the Ultimate Warrior won it at WrestleMania 6, held it for not that long, and they eventually went back to Hulk Hogan, and it started all over again. And I was done. Hogan left for WCW after the 1993 King of the Ring. We went to the Shawn Michaels and the Bret Harts of the WWF. We went a little smaller as far as who WWE wanted at the top. Lex Luger took over. He failed. I had to sit through all of that. I've been through all the top guys: Hogan, Hart, Cena. I'm like, all right. Can I get my? I can't do this again. I can't do this anymore. So the fact that he called that out, I love that, because I am one of those people who stopped Cena for that simple fact and fact alone. We got another 100 duck the haters. Let's go Orioles. Danny, thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. Fuck the haters, man. Exactly what we do, man. Fuck the haters. They don't understand. They don't know a single fucking thing. He says he changed himself so fans would like him, and it worked for a second. I won a lot. You hated it. He said he spent the next 10 years of his life trying to give everything he could, but it wasn't enough. Fans then started to chant, "Shut the fuck up. no bleeping there. Fans cheered, but the aspect of him walking away. He says fans are terrible. Going from telling him shut the fuck up to cheering when he said he was walking away. He said fans ruined his retirement tour. I tried just like you ruin everything. He says it's never enough for the fans. Hey. Up the microphone as they were singing. He then told the fans they should be ashamed of themselves for taking, only caring about themselves. His fans just wanted to know what they were going to get from him. And this is the second part of the promo that I love. You get what you've earned, and you have earned nothing. Doing everything to gain the fans' approval, from going to back him and support him, only to then continue to do the same thing no matter what he did to change. Ultimately saying, now in his final year, because he went and turned bad, I wonder what John Cena's going to do. New heel turn, new music, new outfits, new attitude, because John Cena finally did it. That John Cena did it for us. I was one of those people. I said it. I said it on the night of the Chamber, word for word. Now, this probably is true, but he's obviously playing along with it per se, John Cena's thinking. He wanted it first and foremost because he wasn't allowed to do it under Vince. But John Cena knows that we've wanted it for many, many, many years, and he is now a block because it's all story. But he's using that as a vehicle to get his point across. All because you want new theme music and a new presentation. You think I'm going to give it to you. Did to me over the last 20 years, you don't deserve anything. I love that. I love it. And you've earned nothing. He says they don't get new clothes. They don't get new music. He said their team you get to take is a long look in the mirror to see how awful each and every one of you been over the last 25 years to me. Cena then says and acknowledges, oh, you want Cody, huh? Of course, about Tony Khan, or is he talking about Cody Rhodes? He says they're about to put him out to pasture. He says they're proving his point that they're awful people. He said every person in the room is awful. He says he can identify the Let's Go Cena people in the crowd. He says they support him. He said the Cena sucks themselves awful people. He said the Let's Go Cena people are just as awful. You claim to support me. What have you ever done to support me? He said all they do is steal from me, and you steal my personal moments. You've made me a freaking toy. He's pointing out everybody in the crowd. He even points at a little kid who starts just, I don't know if he starts crying, but got a shocked look on his face. Fans again chanting, shut the fuck up. Sickos. He says he lives hustle, loyalty, and respect every day. He says they think, but he embodies it every single day he wakes up. You use me as an excuse for your pathetic failure of a life, because all you've ever done for 25 years is sit on your ass and watch me burn. He said everyone is in a toxic, dysfunctional relationship. He pointed at a kid in the crowd and said, I mean him. I'm breaking up with all of them. Whether you like me or not, you are all dumped. I don't care about you. You don't matter to me. They know that he's right, and they know they are. Cody's music hits. We got people fucking singing every lyric, every verse. Cody enters the ring. He smiles on his way to the ring. Fans are chanting Cody's name. Very European. We got a Cody Rhodes chant. I love that. European crowds are fucking great. Nobody does it like a great European crowd. I think everyone was willing to hear you out, says Cody, even myself. He said from what he understands, he thinks the fans have given him the worst, but I want you to know that they've also given you their best. They did that because you were special. Cena then said, listen, kid, Cody took great exception to this. Enough, he yells. Cut Cena off. It's certainly not Kid. It's WWE champion. Excited about going face to face for weeks with John Cena. This better not show up at WrestleMania, because if it does, I run it over and I run it out because I already took its best shot and it wasn't enough. Cody wants to wrestle John Cena at WrestleMania, not this whiny bitch of a version of John Cena. He threw the mic, and Cena just stands there with the microphone in his hand. I thought they were going to give Cena the last word here. I thought Cena was going to address Cody one last time. He drops the microphone and he leaves to a chorus of. They left you with a cliffhanger. Cena didn't say anything, which leaves it open for anything to happen. What is that? Is there going to be an attack? Are we going to see some sort of retaliation from this new Hollywood connection? I don't know. You know, last year's WrestleMania, one of the biggest aspects of last year's WrestleMania was that attack by Rock outside in the rain by the tour bus. I would love if they kind of recreate something like that, where Rock shows up out of nowhere. We don't, and Cody said. John Cena was great here. He did not abandon who he is. He came out exactly who he is to make a point to everybody in the audience tonight, because this is exactly what the community has been using, these buzzwords. I'm not a babyface. I'm not a heel. It worked in this promo. I don't mind that he didn't come out with a nerve. He thinks Cena's dumb. Everybody in that company knew exactly what everybody wanted. He didn't give it to them. That's the segment. And the fact as to why this vehemently is that the company to make was or prisoners whatsoever. Everybody is going to be a subject of his hatred, children included. Get John Cena as a babyface after WrestleMania, going into Backlash. We don't know. We don't know. But for right now, he hit on all those things that he needed to. The only things he didn't hit on. Three things in particular he did not hit on. Why is 17 so important to him? What does he did not mention anything about wrestling. His main event. He did not mention anything about what 17 means to him and why he what that actually means, why he felt like he needed to do that. Story mean? Why did he have to give Rock his soul? As far as the story here, as to why John Cena did what he did on Elimination Chamber Saturn. Again, I'm not going to worry about why we didn't get that, because Cena's going to be on the show the next 2 weeks. We'll definitely get some sort of explanation on as to the rest of what set out and accomplish it. So I'm not going to judge yet. I'm not going to and make it a big deal, but I am going to be looking forward to those explanations in the weeks to come. John Cena is one of the best promos in the history of pro wrestling. There will never be another John Cena. If this is it is John Cena. I'm not worried about what he didn't say. I'm more concerned about what he did touch on, and he touched on everything that we needed tonight. Why he's frustrated over the last 25 years. If he would have went they're going to save that for next week, and they've already made it a big deal that they will be under the same roof once again next week. Not concerned about it whatsoever. This was great. If you don't like it, you completely miss the point. If you're trashing it, you completely miss the point, and that is what I call a bad faith grifter. Stop. This did exactly what it needed to do. The other aspects that I mentioned that he didn't mention, hopefully we get in the weeks to come. They showed Michael Cole and Corey Graves are dead, which I love this aspect. They give Michael Cole, the old Michael Cole would have never been able to do this. some things that he said were personal and emotional. He said, Cena had the audacity to blame the WWE fans. John Cena is a 16-time world champion because of the fans. John Cena is a of the fans. And what does he do? He comes out here and cries and acts like an irrational prick. That's what he is. Graves said it was uncomfortable listening to Cena. He said he understands everyone's frustrations, but that was Cena's speaking his truth. And nobody can take that away from him. He went one-on-one with in the opening match of Monday Night Raw. Penta has had 6 matches on Raw, and I feel like he's wrestled Kaiser at least 2 or 3 different times. Hopefully, this is the finality of that. He's wrestled Kaiser, he's wrestled Pete Dunne. He's wrestled. Who else has he wrestled? He wrestled somebody else. But I feel like we need to start moving on and doing something different with Penta, which they definitely teased tonight here. Kaiser's great. Kaiser's great. You can see how good Kaiser is in the ring. Hopefully he continues to grow his star on Monday night for that Intercontinental Championship. But Penta, he was all over Kaiser, cleared the announce table early. Kaiser raked the eyes and went for the mask. And he eventually gave Penta a rolling Death Valley driver on the table. Penta tried fighting back after a break, but Kaiser hit a charge at Penta. Penta gave him a back body drop onto the table. It did not break. I guess it was solid oak. Like the fucking masked geek usually says Brussels. Kaiser took control again. And he used the chair, but Penta snapped his arm. Kicked the chair twice into Kaiser's face, and then hit a Canadian destroyer off the middle rope on the chair. Stuff. Penta followed with a Penta driver. Looked like the back of Kaiser's head hit one of the chair legs on the way. They get into this. Was basically into everything here, and it was exactly how you would expect it to be. Penta a big time promo here, and said that he is eyeing next the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah. I can definitely get behind. Play a part in. I said on social media after this promo with Kathy Kelly. Are we setting up Penta versus Breakker one-on-one, which is my preferred match? Or are we looking at a multi-man championship? And then Penta Breakker, or are we looking at some multi-man match with all 4 men involved? We'll see what happens. I don't know. I would prefer one-on-one. If you look at the WrestleMania landscape, it's going to be Reigns, it's going to be Punk in a triple threat match, and then it's going to be Rhea, Io, and Bianca in a triple threat. Why do we need another multi-person match when we already have? I don't get it. Penta is an absolute stud. He's doing great. And he's already going to have a WrestleMania. Unbelievable. Backstage, there was a segment earlier in the day which set up the Creed brothers against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. American may play dumb about Chad Gable being LW is not buying what they're saying. Turns out Brutus Creed is dumb because he said he really doesn't know who's in the mask. Maybe he wasn't clued in. Via the American made production meetings. Sounds like American doesn't have production meetings. AEW doesn't have production meetings. Listen, Chad Gable in the American Made Mask is Americano. They named this fucking guy after a Chino Jones on WWE Evolve. Americano. He's going to have quite the wrestle. Judgment Day met in the back. They were all on the same page. Dominic Mysterio wanted to tell Finn Balor something, but Liv Morgan said we should not tell him this right now. It's not the best time. Dominic said, I think now is the best time. So after Finn Balor wished Liv luck against Jade on Friday, and Raquel luck against Lyra, that tells Dominic that he's his right hand man. Dominic said, sure, man, anything for the judgment. Liv said now is not the best time. Dominic said, I have to tell him, now's the best time. He said, whoever or whenever they lost J.D. McDonough, whenever he went down with injury, they lost some muscle. I think it's time to add a new member. Balor got angry because he's been denying Dominic's request for a new member for weeks now. So he angrily asked Dominic who. Dominic suggested Penta. Balor says after they've been the way that they have been for the last several weeks, all that they've been through. You're having conversations with the guy who just declared he wants the Intercontinental Championship. He's staking claim to it already. Dominic looks at Carlito. Carlito looks at Dominic. And Carlito said, you don't really watch the show, do you? Dominic then said to Carlito, I didn't know he was going after the Intercontinental title. So it looks like there is some trouble brewing. And Finn Balor. Oh my goodness, man. We got Dollar Super all this hate. We, the OTS family, know to be the best for us every single show. Fuck them. Love you. Keep being you. Thank you, W. Appreciate all of your support. Now, I want to take you back to a couple of weeks ago. There was a segment on Friday, I think it was Monday Night Raw, that Dominic was suspiciously in the background, and you saw him talking to somebody, and that somebody was Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is getting involved in several different aspects here on Monday night, whether it's with Sami Zayn, AJ. . This did not go well. It did not. She got involved. Belair brushed her aside. Rhea Ripley headbutted Belair. Because opening headbutt, she lays Belair out on the table. Sky went after Rhea Ripley for causing all of this again for a second week. Ripley kicks her in the midsection and power bombs Io on top of Bianca. On top, takes the contract. And Adam Pearce is chasing the track with her signature on it. Adam Pearce is asking, give me the contract, give me the contract. Child, sir. Way we're going to do this. That is not official. And just get Ripley out. What's stopping any other woman from the back to sign this contract? Why doesn't somebody attack Rhea Ripley and take the contract away from them? Let's make it a fatal four-way. Where's Dakota Kai? Get her to sign the fucking contract. Where's Ivy Nile? Let's make it a fatal five-way. Where's Natalia? Let's make it a fucking six-pack challenge. Where's Becky Lynch? Let's make it a battle royal. What is stopping any other woman to sign that contract? It sounds utterly ridiculous. So I and WrestleMania 20 playbook. The Shawn Michaels girl Paul Levesque did contract for a match. The World's Heavyweight Championship. However, Shawn Michaels, who had been feuding with Triple H, was not originally included in the championship match, and he ultimately intervened. There was an episode of Raw on February 16th that year where it was a contract signing, and the contract signing took place between Triple H and Chris Benoit. During this segment, Michaels interrupted the proceedings, and in a dramatic situation, signed his name to the contract, effectively inserting himself into the match. This action turned to take the playbook of WrestleMania 20 and applying it to Io, Bianca, and Rhea. I don't mind that at all. Night one, I would certainly be okay with that. I think all three ladies deserve it. Will that happen? I don't know. No. I don't know where WWE. I could see that opening night one or night two. Do they want to go? Oh, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Page as his version of Shawn Michaels and himself on the main roster. Now, I don't know where we go going into Mania. It's going to be a triple threat match. Where we go coming out of Mania, I would not give the. I could see Bianca winning the championship. I could see Io retaining. I do not see Rhea walking out of WrestleMania with the championship. I think that would be a mistake. I think this is all the beginning stages of setting up for Rhea and Bianca at some point later in the year, whether it's at Backlash, whether it's at the rumored Evolution 2 that WWE may bring back. I could see them on that show, or maybe they're just building little by little. I thought this Jey Uso, he cut a promo backstage. Says he hasn't been himself lately. His mind was playing tricks on him. So he flew halfway across the world to whip someone's ass tonight. Now, Gunther confronted him. If you guys watched SmackDown last Friday, and his brother Jay, the family just doesn't get it. Gunther confronted Jay before he went out to the ring to wrestle Austin Theory. Gunther told Jay that he had spoken to Jimmy and he was just as dumb as he was. Jay shoved Gunther. Jay kept yelling at Gunther, I'm going to get mine. You're going to get yours. I'll see you at Mania. Officials separated them. Jay entered. He did the yeets. this wasn't even a match. I mean, that's the 30 seconds. With a spear, and that was basically it. 1, 2, 3, and Jey Uso beats all. Fucking cliff, huh? Absolute jobber status is Austin Theory. Gunther comes in from behind after Jey super kicked Grayson Waller and wiped both of them out with a flip dive. Didn't look good. Kind of box that dot. Huh? Gunther tried to put him out with a sleeper again. Jey drove him onto the turnbuckle. And Jey shot Gunther out of the ring, posed with the world championship before with the fans. Another week of Gunther trying to make Jey's life a living hell by another sleeper hold. Man, I am gonna need something more. On what that is. Just rinse. I don't get it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Jey hit the top dollar. Nothing is as bad as it. AJ Francis's dive. That right now. He's gonna live with that until the fuck wasn't that bad. It is what it is. Hopefully he knows what he's doing at Maine. Inside of him, title to prove everybody wrong and put the down to rest. That match needs to deliver. I believe in the match because Gunther is a part of it and Gunther ended that Rhea give the contract back, and she said no. He says it was like talking to a child. It's exactly what Charlotte said. Ripley insisted Pierce add her to the match. It's a legal document, Rhea says. My name is on it. Gets Rhea Ripley completely stormed away. Belair attacked Rhea Ripley from behind. Sky joined and Belair hit Sky and started yelling at Io, saying, "She's mine," meaning Rhea is all hers. Ripley returns and beat down both Sky and Belair as everybody was separated. Is that all it's going to take? Are you guys okay with Rhea Ripley just signing her name into a contract and being added out of nowhere to a championship match? I don't know. I like it, but it seems kind of silly and illogical. Why didn't anybody else? I would have been thinking. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Julius and Brutus Creed. Tag team match here. More American made versus the Luchadors, the LWO. This did not go long at all. This got great heat, though. I will say that. This got great heat. Went 6 minutes. They go to a commercial break quickly. To come back from the break. The Creeds were in control. Rey Mysterio made a hot tag. Chris, a beautiful DDT. Dragon Lee Brutus off the apron with a beautiful hurricane. Fans at this point started going crazy. Rey hit Julius with a 619. which looked great. Julius is so good, man. He is so good. Springboard splash. One crowd went crazy. Great 5-6 minute spot here that got the heat. It once again, the masked luchador that everybody knows is Chad Gable. We don't have an official name, but like I said, WWE trademark Grande Americano. Ah, gracias. Love it. Gable is so fucking good, man. He ran in after the match. He beat up both Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. He suplexed right onto Dragon Lee. Crowd yelled, "Shoosh!" at him because everybody knows it's Gable. He ran away. Security chased him to the back. We never seen him again. You know, Penta earlier in the night he made his intentions known. He wants the Intercontinental Championship. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. Now, I did make a prediction. No negative way against Dragon Lee. I just didn't think WWE was going to give Dragon Lee a spot at WrestleMania. I thought they were going to go maybe with Lucha Brothers getting back together, and we get Rey Mysterio team with the Lucha Brothers. Was the Luchador. It looks like they're moving Penta onto the maybe and getting integrated with one another on WWE television, meaning that they are real. I am. If they did it right now, where Penta is not really integrated into the New Day, it would feel forced. So let Penta go and do what he's got to do. Russell is now free from Guantanamo Bay, and he's on his way to WWE, which nobody thought was going to. Penta's going to do his own thing for now. They will cross paths eventually. Whether it's a tag team, they will be together at some point doing something. It's money. Don't think Rey Fenix is coming on in. Will be on Friday Night SmackDown. Rey Fenix is coming to Monday Night Raw. Rey Fenix, he will be the equalizer. He will be the, not as a member of the LWO, but someone that Rey goes out. You want to go learn the dark arts? I'm going to bring in my own lucha. I'm going to bring in my own luchador. World Phoenix versus Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. 6-man tag. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking... The heat that is going to be, the excitement that's going to be in that match is going to be fucking palpable in Las Vegas. I can't wait. Everybody looks at this Gable thing. Oh, he should be a lot better off. He deserves more. This is great right there. And I like what they're doing. And Gable's got such great comedic timing. I don't know how you can't find yourself entertained by Gable. Come on, man. I'm loving Gable guy right here. Seth Rollins. He's out there cutting a promo. I'm glad we heard from at least one. I don't think Punk was not in the building tonight. And Roman Reigns was not there. Roman Reigns will be on Friday. I think he mentioned in an Instagram story that he will be on Friday night SmackDown. And he won the steel cage match, not because he won it fair and square, but Roman Reigns had a problem with Seth Rollins, and he dragged Seth Rollins out the steel cage, which forced Rollins as the winner of the steel cage match from Madison Square Garden last week. He was in the ring. He was like a normal human being. Rendition of his theme song, and then all of a sudden a loud CM Punk chant broke out. Yeah, we'll get to him, Seth Rollins. But he wanted to talk about Roman Reigns first. Big OTC chant. He says he's not mad at Reigns for what he did because he would have done the same thing. He said after all these years, Reigns still can't come up with a plan. He says he needs Paul Heyman. He said he left out one little detail, which is CM Punk. He called Punk the luckiest loser on the planet. He said if he had just a few minutes, he would have stomped away his WrestleMania dreams and put his career on ice. He said CM Punk do, which is clean up, set the rack in the same, brought to Italy. He said tonight, he said hell of inserting his, at least he addressed what fault Roman Reigns. So he will be into WrestleMania, the same building with Paul Heyman. Should be good. Next week, Monday Night Raw, Kyria, that is, versus Raquel Rodriguez for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh boy, man, I can't wait to be bored by that one. Jey Uso and a mystery partner against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I don't know who that's going to be. Could be Otis. She asked him, Paul. I don't know who's watching or listening. Zero information and zero honest opinions coming out of that podcast. He said he stood behind everything he said. Styles says he doesn't belong on their roster. Carrying